If you like the Legends and Lattes series, then boy do I have some good news for you. Brigands and Breadknives, which is the third book in the Legends and Lattes series, comes out this November. I just finished my review copy of it, and I can confidently say that this is the best book in the series so far. This story focuses on Fern, the ratkin bookseller who we met in bookshops in Bone Dust. This story sees Fern on a journey of soul-searching and self-discovery that is surprisingly less cozy than the first two books in the series. And that's not a bad thing. While the first two books in this series take place in a bookshop and a coffee shop, this story largely takes place out on the road in the wider world of this universe. After an uncharacteristically drunken night out, Fern accidentally finds herself in the company of a bounty hunter elf, who's on her way to take a fugitive goblin in for the reward. This story goes in a different direction than the first two books in the series and is a lot more violent and dangerous than those two books. I know you might be thinking that that's not what you want out of this series, but let me reassure you that all the things that make the first two books in this series wonderful are still present in this book. The real strength of these stories are the characters and the relationships that are built up between them, and this story has that in spades. No, you're not sitting around a fire with a book and a cinnamon roll this time around, but you are in the company of a group of people that you feel like you could call close friends by the time this book ends. This book to me feels like a real step forward for Travis Baldree in this universe that he's created. It feels a little bit more mature and a little bit more reflective than the first two books in the series, while still retaining the charm that makes this series what it is. I'm hesitant to give much more than that away because I want you guys to experience this book on its own, but I really enjoyed this thing, and this is coming from someone who's a real fan of the other two books too. This book isn't different enough from the first two books in that it feels like something way out of left field, but I think it is a risk to do something that takes us away from the cozy space that the first two books occupy, especially since this series is kind of synonymous with the cozy fantasy genre itself. With that said, I'm really glad that Travis Baldree took that risk, because I feel like he's taken his storytelling up a notch and can explore emotions and relationships in a way that shows growth from the first two books in the series. I love these characters, I love the world that he's created, and if you've never checked out this series, please do. This has been one of the best things I've read in 2025, and I highly encourage you to pick it up yourself. If you'd like to read my full thoughts on this book, please check out my Substack at the link in my bio.